Today, my deepest feelings were profoundly stirred for you, my precious child. I want you to understand right from this very moment that this was not just a fleeting thought or a passing idea. It was a powerful, overwhelming awareness that echoed through every single thing I have ever made. My intense concern for you today did not arise because you did something wrong. It did not come from any fault, failure, or mistake of yours. Instead, it was a powerful, undeniable yearning that welled up from the very core of my being. I have been watching you. I have been seeing every single heavy weight you have shouldered entirely by yourself. I have observed your constant, tireless efforts to bring a sense of calm and stability to your environment. I have seen how hard you work to safeguard your home, to protect those who have been entrusted to your care, to somehow manage your own well-being, and to desperately try to preserve your fragile inner peace. You consistently, day after day, give so much of yourself to the people around you. You pour out your energy, your time, and your love, even as your own deep need for comfort and solace goes completely unnoticed by those who stand right beside you. Yet today, I made a deliberate choice. I set aside all other matters to connect directly with you. I did this because what I am revealing to you right now is truly exceptional. It is a very specific, carefully chosen gift that is intended solely and completely for you. This particular exchange we are having right now is uniquely yours. It belongs to no one else. And I need you to know that if you withdraw now, if you turn away or close your heart, you will miss the exact, precise moment I drew near specifically to reach you. Please attend carefully to every single word I am speaking. What you are about to gain through this connection is so much more than just a simple message or an ordinary video script. It is a deep, profound understanding of your life and your worth. It is a powerful means to finally open a fresh, beautiful chapter in your life's path. My words today are not meant for everyone in the world. They are meant specifically for the one who became deeply tired on their journey. They are for the one who, out of sheer exhaustion, settled into a quiet pattern of simply getting by, day after day. But I want you to know with absolute certainty that I have never overlooked you, my beloved child. I still see you. I see your quiet, hidden moments when you desperately seek a little solitude. I see you silencing the loud noise of your surroundings, completely convinced that no one in the world witnesses your humble, everyday acts of kindness and survival. But that is exactly where I am. That is precisely where I appear. And that is exactly where, today, my spirit was so powerfully moved for you. You are not meant to remain in this heavy, exhausting state. Not any longer. The time for this burden is coming to an end. You simply cannot comprehend the numerous hidden hazards and unseen dangers I have already turned away from your course. There were certain hurtful words that never reached your ears because I deliberately silenced their source before they could do damage. There were certain negative results and bad outcomes that changed entirely before they were even spoken aloud into your reality. Dangerous, harmful paths emerged on your horizon, and I closed them completely, sealing them off so you would never have to walk down them. And you are completely unaware of all this. You do not know because I did not permit you to carry the heavy burden of knowing what I managed and prevented without your knowledge. I shielded you from it all. However, today, a profound shift has occurred in your story. What is now revealing itself to you will be clear, undeniable, and bright. It is something that will leave a beautiful, lasting mark on your entire environment. Those people who ever doubted you, those who underestimated your strength and your heart, will be completely compelled to see what I have made ready for you. This favor I am bringing into your life holds a purpose so vast, so incredibly wide and deep, that its complete significance will only become clear to you as you actually live through it and experience it day by day. Therefore, I ask you, please do not stop. Do not give up now. Stay attentive, stay open, for every single word spoken to you thus far is carefully readying your inner self for what I am about to bestow upon you. I know there are hard mornings when you wake up, and before your feet even touch the floor, you already perceive the massive challenges waiting ahead of you. You sense deep within your weary bones that you will need reserves of strength you simply do not know how to access. You feel empty before the day even begins. Yet miraculously, you proceed. You step forward, You address the various demanding needs around you. You tend to the difficult, messy matters that others easily avoid or ignore. And amidst all this constant giving and doing, your own inner brightness appears to slowly lessen. You become completely absorbed in the endless obligations, the daily tasks, the heavy anticipations of what must be done, and it feels like absolutely no one perceives your struggle. But I want to tell you with all the love in the universe that I observed you. You were never, ever unseen in the havens, not for a single second. There are old pledges and promises you thought belonged to yesterday, things you gave up on, but I still uphold them firmly in my hands. There are beautiful aspirations and dreams you believed were no longer fitting for your current time, for your life's current phase, for your messy present situation. You thought it was too late, but I do not function according to human schedules or worldly clocks. I am the one who appears exactly when required. I am never ahead of time, and I am never ever behind. I step in and intervene when all appears entirely hopeless and lost, and it is at this precise, desperate instant that I come forth with incredible strength for you. I did not arrive today merely to offer you a few comforting words and leave. I came to actively guide you by the hand into a completely fresh, vibrant period of your life. I know that some of the people within your very own household have not yet understood the massive extent of what you bear on your shoulders. There are individuals who share your physical living space, but remain completely unaware of the silent daily struggle happening within your mind and heart. Yet, despite this painful lack of understanding, you persist in your service. You continue to provide your absolute utmost to them, even when you receive very little, if anything, in return. That quiet, unrewarded dedication resonated so deeply with me today. It moved me. My comforting presence has settled softly over your home right now, because the moment has finally arrived to recognize and reward those who serve me and love others without any fanfare or applause. I am the one who clearly sees when no one else is looking. I am the one who ultimately bestows what is truly fair and just. And I came today to change the difficult direction you thought was permanently fixed in your life. This specific favor, this opening of doors, will not occur again in quite this way. It is completely unique and intended only for you, designed for your exact needs, because I witnessed it all. I witnessed your tears when no one else was in the room, and I heard your pleas when you were so exhausted you could no longer even utter a sound. That is why today my entire being was stirred to reach out to you. Because my love for you is absolutely boundless, having no limits and knowing no end. Visual, the scenery gently transitions to a slightly brighter image, perhaps the sun rising higher, casting a warm golden glow over the landscape, symbolizing hope and a new dawn. Audio, the music swells very slightly, introducing a warmer, more uplifting chord progression, signaling a shift from comforting the past to promising a brighter future. If you have sensed something distinct and unusual in these last few moments, if a fresh, gentle vitality has stirred somewhere deep within you that you cannot quite articulate or explain, please know that it is already unfolding. The change is happening right now. It is the undeniable signal sent directly from above, because this communication reaching you today was not by chance. It was not a random algorithm. This declaration to you is far beyond mere spoken words. It is a binding covenant. It is a direct, loving answer to the prayers you held silently in your chest. I myself carefully guided everything in the universe so that this specific sound, this specific message, would enter your perception today as a quiet, settling certainty. And if you discern deep down that this originated from a place of divine love, I want you to declare right now, with complete assurance in your heart, this favor is for me, and I fully accept it. Please remain with me until the very conclusion of this message. Do not cease listening. I am not yet complete with what I have to share with you. I watch your daily progress with full, absolute comprehension. I see every single stage of your developing course. I did not ever overlook those incredibly challenging periods, nor did I miss the quiet, lonely intervals. I see them all because I know precisely how every single difficulty you have faced plays a vital, necessary part in the beautiful, positive outcome I am actively creating for you. Nothing, absolutely nothing, has gone unnoticed by my eyes. Not even that specific, painful time you lay awake in the dark, desperately restraining the tears and the panic that nearly overcame you. I was fully present, sitting right beside you in that dark room. And today, you must truly grasp this reality. What is drawing near to you right now is so much more than a mere act of random grace. It is a completely just and well-deserved reward from my realm, honoring your incredible endurance. There are heavy circumstances in your life right now that you truly thought were permanent. You believed you would be stuck with them forever, but I never, ever purposed them to endure indefinitely. That difficult medical assessment that seemed so final and conclusive, that recurring emotional or financial state that appeared ceaselessly exhausting, all of that is currently being read and shifted by my mind. This is not a trick of the mind. It is not an illusion or false hope. It is my direct, active doing in your life. Massive obstacles that stood in your way for years are now quietly dissolving in ways you cannot yet perceive with your physical eyes. You are starting to sense these gentle shifts deep within your being, my child. There is a quiet, steady knowing growing in your heart that things are finally changing for the better. My presence brings an entirely new atmosphere into your space, and very soon it will be plain for everyone to see. This sudden clearing of the air is not by accident. It is a direct, deliberate act from my hand to yours. Yet, I know there were many times you wondered if I still held you in my thoughts. You mistook my quietness for abandonment, but my silence was never, ever a sign of my absence, my precious one. While you patiently and painfully awaited clarity and answers, I was constantly, carefully arranging the complex circumstances behind the scenes that only my power could properly bring forth. You have already learned the hard way that even when deep exhaustion took hold of your body and mind, you did not stop moving forward. Even when absolutely no one noticed your sacrifices, you continued to give from your empty cup. You showed incredibly great kindness to people who did not deserve it, dedicating your precious hours, your genuine concern, and your sincere, heartfelt efforts to them. As you did this over the years, you may have often felt you were completely neglecting your own needs and losing yourself. But truly, looking at it from my perspective, you are actively building the very foundation of what is now completely ready to emerge in your life. The deepest core of your being has been beautifully prepared through the fire. What happens next will go completely against what ordinary people expect. It will deeply puzzle those who only believe in what they can witness with their earthly eyes. Even those standing closest to you will be entirely amazed by the sudden turnaround in your life. And you will know, without a shadow of a doubt, that it was my doing, because every single tiny detail will perfectly show my clear, personal affection for you. Each small, seemingly insignificant thing will be noticed and cared for. When I chose to share these profound truths today, I knew exactly who would be on the receiving end to hear them. It was not a random broadcast. Many people passed by this place, scrolling away, but this specific message is a direct, intentional call to you. It is a pure word from above, meant exclusively for your inner self to absorb. And if something warm and comforting stirs within you right now as you listen, it is because your innermost being instantly recognized the true source of these words. I am here, my child. And today, I am not just here to offer a temporary bandage or fleeting comfort. I am here to bring about a massive, permanent turning point. My promise to you stands incredibly firm, and today it finds its powerful, beautiful fulfillment within your life. You have borne so many silent, heavy burdens. You have navigated incredibly complex, painful situations entirely by yourself. You have conquered hidden trials that required significantly more strength and resilience from you than anyone else around you could ever possibly conceive. Still, you press on every day, moved by a deep devotion, feeling that if you do not step up and act, absolutely no one else will. However, I am here right now today to boldly assure you, my cherished, exhausted child, that you are no longer left to face these difficult matters by yourself. The solitary journey is over. I am actively sending immediate help. I am bringing the exact right people into your path. I am rearranging stubborn circumstances in your favor, and I am opening closed minds so that you can finally find true, lasting peace once more. You need to understand very clearly that this turning point will not unfold slowly over many agonizing years. It will arrive quickly and decisively. My chosen, perfect moment for you is this very instant. For the intense hardships and unfair pain you have endured simply cannot be overlooked any longer. I do not overlook injustice or silent suffering. I am a perfectly just creator. And your quiet, uncomplaining perseverance has been clearly noted in my sight as a profound mark of true dignity and honor. That is exactly why I am shifting things around on your behalf right now. What seemed completely over and dead, I am beginning again with fresh life. What appeared permanently lost and unrecoverable, I am making completely whole. What you offered to others with pure devotion and received nothing back, I am about to return to you with incredibly great, overwhelming abundance. I know there are dark days when your spirit feels terribly distant and numb, my child. Days when you force yourself to move forward, but inwardly you feel completely stuck in mud. Days when you simply exist, breathing in and out, but deeply lack true, vibrant life. I want you to know that it is in those very agonizing, numb moments that I draw the absolute closest to you. You were intricately made to reflect my light and presence, to spark a flame of hope in spaces where others see absolutely no way forward. And now, I am personally stepping in to refresh that flame within you. Perhaps you have known deep, heartbreaking loss in your journey, and with it, you lost parts of yourself that seemed permanently changed or distraught. I know there are aching empty spaces left by those who are gone, and heavy memories that still cause sharp, sudden pain in your chest. I have seen all of this. I have felt it with you. When you recalled a painful moment recently and bravely held back your sorrow to stay strong for others, I came so very near to you, my child, because I am the only one who can truly bring deep, lasting calm to those hidden, unseen hurts. And listen to this promise. What currently remains a source of deep pain within you, I will miraculously transform into a profound source of comfort and healing for others in the future. This significant, life-altering event approaching you will not be for your benefit alone. It is designed to lift up many people around you. If there was ever a desperate moment you felt the crushing weight was all in vain, that your suffering had no point, then please listen incredibly closely to me right now, my beloved one. The long, exhausting period of waiting ends exactly when my authority chooses to step in. And today, my authority has formally entered your path. It is entirely unseen by human eyes, yet it is powerfully real and active for those who choose to trust. These words you are hearing are a sturdy, safe bridge leading straight from your current hardship directly to your ultimate purpose. And as you quietly hear them, I am gently guiding you across that bridge. You are not crossing it by your own depleted strength, but by leaning entirely on my steady, unbreakable promise. Because when I give my word to you, I absolutely bring it to pass. And that exact moment of fulfillment is starting right now. I know you deeply know that heavy, sinking feeling that things seem to move so easily and smoothly for everyone else around you. But for you, it feels like constant, unfair difficulties always arise to block your way. I fully understand that frustrating feeling, my precious child. And I am telling you now, I am actively removing that deep-seated, bitter frustration you have carried heavily for so many years. The toxic tendency to compare your messy behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel, which has violently robbed your happiness, will now permanently depart from your mind. For what I have carefully, lovingly readied for you is so distinctly, beautifully yours, so precisely aligned with your true soul, that absolutely no other path could ever measure up to it. I saw you on that day when you truly believed you had absolutely no more strength left to give. When you rose quietly from your bed early in the morning, seriously considering just giving up and walking away from it all. As you listen to my voice now, I want you to know that something massive is shifting in the unseen realm around you. Disordered, chaotic situations that have plagued you are finally finding their proper, peaceful place. People who simply did not serve your highest good or respect your journey are naturally and quietly moving away from your life. And beautiful, supportive souls who are truly meant for your bright future are steadily drawing near to you. Please do not be afraid of the sudden changes coming very soon, my child. These shifts are not punishments. They are direct, loving responses to your prayers. They are not painful removals. They are divine, necessary replacements. For I want you to remember this always. I never, ever take anything away from your hands without eventually showing you something vastly better to hold. You must trust that the absolute best part of your story has not yet appeared on the page. I know that life demanded entirely too much of you from a very early age. It burdened your shoulders unfairly when you were supposed to be safe. You had to grow up far too quickly. You were forced to become incredibly strong when all your heart truly wanted was just a little bit of peace and safety. Yet, despite it all, you remained beautifully steadfast. You did not become cruel. That gentleness was not weakness, no matter what the world told you. It was incredible endurance. It was my protective favor actively at work within you, keeping your heart soft. And at this very moment, I am about to finally reveal how your years of quiet steadfastness will lead to a massive, beautiful impact. In this very instant, as the sound of my voice reaches your ears and settles in your mind, my transformative power is actively, physically present in your room. Nothing in your life is standing still right now. Absolutely everything is rearranging and aligning so that my promise to you can fully appear in your reality. And you will begin to visibly sense this in your very normal daily life starting now. You will see it through incredibly unexpected, positive messages. You will notice it through sudden, wide open opportunities where there previously seemed to be massive brick walls. You will feel it in positive outcomes that completely differ from the negative results you nervously expected. You will experience it in people suddenly seeking out your deep insight and wisdom, and in perfect, timely solutions arriving from totally surprising, unlikely directions. What previously seemed utterly impossible for you to achieve will very soon become wonderfully common and easy. This beautiful process will continue to grow and develop in exciting new ways every single day. You simply need to stay close to this feeling to keep your heart open, to hear more of what I will steadily make known to you. Please understand that this connection we are sharing is not brief. It is not a temporary fix. It is deeply intentional and permanent. And when I begin a good work in your life, I always bring it to glorious completion. My actions and my promises always, without fail, reach their intended, beautiful end. You must simply hold fast right now, my child. Hold firmly to your deep, quiet faith, even when the wind blows. Keep your ears open to the quiet nudges. Keep your precious heart open to all the wonderful things I am trying to offer you. Right now, in this moment, I am fully acknowledging and validating your years of quiet faithfulness. The genuine kindness you have consistently shown to others will now begin to flow back to you like a massive river directly from my presence. I am personally keeping close watch over your home, ensuring your provisions never run dry, and aggressively protecting your inner peace from those who try to steal it. That specific part of your heart that was deeply damaged by betrayal is currently being made completely whole. That toxic situation which constantly sought to cause you deep pain and anxiety is currently being completely dismantled from the foundation up. You will not ever have to walk through dark, terrifying difficulties alone anymore. I am your shield. Even right now, right this second, a massive, beautiful turning point is beginning in your timeline. This is happening not because you perfectly comprehend everything or never make mistakes, but simply because you bravely chose to advance and keep loving, even when the path ahead was terrifying and completely unclear. You may not always feel it emotionally, but this pure, raw faith is beautifully woven into every single decision you make, every silent, thoughtful reflection you have, and every loving, gentle gesture you offer the world, even when it goes completely unnoticed and unthanked by others. This steadfast, quiet confidence you carry draws me incredibly close to you, and today, I openly commend it and reward it. I clearly witness the immense, draining dedication you have poured out to people who frequently remain completely unaware of your very presence and your sacrifices. I witnessed those long, lonely nights when peaceful rest completely escaped you. I saw the excruciating moments you desperately kept your sorrow hidden behind a smile, so others would not be burdened by your deep exhaustion. You have literally sustained so many people around you, completely not knowing that I was the one quietly sustaining you through every single painful step. For this exact reason, Because of all the disappointment, you might have learned to painfully anticipate very little from life. Perhaps you chose to simply exist day by day with only a tiny glimmer of expectation, just to carefully guard your bruised heart against experiencing any more crushing heartache. But I want you to know that I understand you entirely. I see the walls you built, and I know exactly why you built them. I know that even in your absolute quietest, darkest moments, when you felt totally abandoned, your deep reliance on my love silently enabled you. And it is precisely this beautiful, enduring, stubborn faith that now powerfully ushers in a deep, complete transformation of your reality. There is absolutely no need for you to raise your voice or shout for my attention. I clearly perceive your deepest thoughts and needs even before they take physical shape in your mind. And what is about to beautifully reveal itself in your life is so exact, so perfectly tailored to you, that you will always remember this precise instant as the exact moment absolutely everything shifted for the better. This profound truth comes directly from my heart as a loving, undeniable reply to the silent cries of your heart. The new path I have carefully made ready for your feet is not just a brief, temporary respite from your daily struggle. It is a completely fresh, beautiful beginning of total, foundational renewal. My incredibly beloved child, I saw you on the days when you felt completely overlooked by the world, when you truly believed all your endless dedication to others passed entirely unseen and unappreciated. But I desperately want you to understand today that with me, absolutely no effort born of love is ever in vain. Nothing is wasted. I need you to actively ready yourself right now, because something far greater, far more beautiful than you have ever dared to imagine is rapidly approaching your doorstep. You must open your arms and embrace the fact that this is finally a time for deep inner repair. It is a time for the gentle restoration of incredibly difficult, painful recollections. It is a time for healing fractured, broken bonds, and for recovering from the empty human assurances that simply did not hold true when you needed them most. I am not present today just to provide you with a fleeting moment of warm comfort before leaving you back in the cold. I am here to fundamentally change the difficult matters in your life permanently. The immense difficulties and traumas you have deeply known will miraculously become a powerful wellspring of fortitude and inspiration for others who are currently lost in the dark. The agonizing struggles you bravely faced will ultimately fulfill a massive, beautiful design that you cannot yet see. Absolutely nothing you went through lacked deep significance. Every tear had a purpose. I absolutely do not overlook your weeping in the night. I do not disregard the incredibly hard path you have walked, and I never, ever permit anyone to navigate such profound hardships without eventually bringing forth a deeply profound, world-changing purpose from that pain. Very soon, you will behold with your very own physical vision exactly what I have beautifully and carefully fashioned specifically for your life. I know you clearly recall those desperate moments when you attempted to painfully maintain absolute stability in all things for everyone around you, yet you felt completely and utterly drained of all life. I observed you frantically striving to keep fragile matters intact, desperately seeking to project an image of unshakable strength, even with an incredibly burden-breaking spirit. And it was exactly then, at that precise, breaking juncture, that I extended my most profound, deepest empathy to you. I held you when you didn't know you were being held, because the truth is, you were never fashioned or designed to carry every single heavy burden alone. You were wonderfully created to journey closely alongside my guiding presence. And now that you have willingly and openly embraced that divine connection today, I am actively, aggressively making right absolutely everything that appeared to be permanently gone or stolen from you. Truly, I mean everything. I deeply know you have encountered far more trauma and hardship than most ordinary people could ever possibly conceive of surviving. That is exactly why today, I am not just patching up the old things. I am beginning something entirely, beautifully new from the ground up. For your entire life, you have been conditioned and learned to constantly tend to others, to endlessly support them, to automatically put the demanding needs of others far before your own basic needs. But right now, the season is changing. I am the one who is now carefully, lovingly tending to you. This massive transformation occurring is not just for your own personal gain or comfort. It is a profound, necessary renewal, because the one beautiful soul who constantly placed others first will finally, rightfully receive the deep recognition, rest, and reward they so desperately deserve. I arrived in your space today to completely grant you this massive blessing, and not because you begged for it in a direct plea, but simply because it is precisely, exactly what your tired soul desperately needs right now. You have already successfully navigated incredibly numerous, draining challenges. You have passed the tests. Now, it is finally my turn to actively sustain you. It is my turn to carefully, safely guide your way forward. It is my turn to clearly, constantly affirm to your heart that my protective, watchful care has always, without fail, been walking closely with you. Perhaps the coming days ahead will bring some sudden transformations and shifts you did not anticipate or plan for. There may be certain individuals who naturally move on from your life. There may be heavy undertakings or jobs that finally reach their natural end. There may be familiar directions that suddenly alter course. I implore you, do not be fearful of these changes. Absolutely everything happening is perfectly contained within my grand, loving intention for your ultimate joy. Nothing of true value is ever genuinely forfeited or lost when I am the one acting as your guide. Every single change you experience next is specifically for your ultimate betterment. Every sudden removal of a person or situation is strictly for your emotional and physical safeguarding. Every single new, unfamiliar beginning is a vital, beautiful component of my unbreakable pledge to give you a hopeful future. Please do not hold tightly to the heavy things I am gently prompting you to let go of today. Drop them. What I have perfectly readied for your future simply demands more open space in your life, and I myself am actively, gently expanding that beautiful capacity and space within your weary spirit right now. You truly cannot even imagine the countless, loving petitions and prayers that have been spoken softly into the universe on your behalf. Even when you were completely unaware, feeling utterly alone, I constantly hear the quiet, loving thoughts of those who genuinely care for you, my child. Even when those people are physically far away, their heartfelt, desperate wishes for your happiness reach my ears, and I want you to firmly know that my loving attention was already permanently fixed upon your life. The everyday people around you, my child, may not instantly understand the quiet, profound changes currently happening deep within your spirit. They might look at your sudden quietness or your newfound, healthy need for boundaries and solitude as something unexpected or strange, but they simply cannot see the incredibly deep, foundational work I am doing inside the hidden rooms of your heart. I am completely building up your inner emotional and spiritual foundation all over again, making it stronger than stone. Very soon, when this private, essential effort is completely finished, absolutely everyone will clearly see the beautiful, undeniable results of what I have brought about in your life. But for right now, I ask you to carefully protect this fragile, unfolding process. Keep very close to your chest what I am currently revealing to you, for much of my most profound, world-changing work must always occur quietly in secret, away from the loud opinions of the world. That quiet, hidden space is exactly where I am most powerfully at work right now. I ask you to stay very watchful, to keep your eyes open, for I have not yet shown you absolutely all the wonderful things I have planned. There is still so much more profound beauty and joy left to unfold in your story. You will be completely and utterly amazed at exactly how I am safely, wonderfully guiding your journey, my precious, beloved one. Remember, this profound inner work is not designed for cheap public recognition or fleeting worldly approval. It is for your true, lasting peace. When absolutely all is fully prepared and healed within you, what is waiting for you on the outside will effortlessly, naturally fall perfectly into place. This happens because the incredible, lasting change I begin deeply inside. A person never relies on chaotic outer circumstances to survive or thrive. Your inner firmness, your deep peace, is growing so much stronger right now, with every breath you take. I know there are massive promises and commitments that have always seemed far too distant, almost completely imaginary or foolish when compared to your painful, present view of reality. But I tell you right now, with both incredible, universe-shaking might and the deepest, most gentle tenderness, my cherished one, absolutely no word I have ever spoken about your beautiful path has ever been forgotten or overlooked. Even after so much painful time has passed, even when current things appear completely contrary and impossible, I never, ever take back what I have promised to you. It is yours. It is coming. Rest in this profound truth today.